You think being emotional makes you weak. No. Losing control of those emotions makes you weak. Batman feels fear. He feels anger. He feels pain. But he doesn't allow those emotions to decide his next move. That's the difference. Anyone can react when they're angry. Anyone can break when they're hurt. But Batman learned something most people never do. Your emotions can exist without controlling your actions. When someone insults you, stay calm. When someone doubts you, stay focused. When something goes wrong, don't collapse. Observe, think, then move. You don't need to become emotionless. You need to become disciplined. Because strength isn't about feeling nothing. It's about feeling everything and still having control. So if you want to become stronger, don't ask yourself how to stop feeling. Ask yourself how to stay in control when you feel everything. Be Batman. Batman doesn't explain himself to everyone. He doesn't walk into a room desperately asking for attention. He observes. He listens. He waits. And that's a lesson you need to learn. Stop explaining every decision. Stop telling everyone your plans. Stop trying to prove that you're strong. Real confidence doesn't need an announcement. Work in silence. Improve in silence. Let people underestimate you. Because while they're talking about what you might become, you're becoming it. Batman understands something simple. The more people know about your next move, the easier you become to predict. You don't have to tell everyone what you're building. You don't have to show everyone your progress. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can say is nothing. Stay quiet. Stay focused. Let your actions speak. Because when the results finally appear, you won't need an explanation. They'll understand. Be silent. Be disciplined. Be Batman. Fear is not your enemy. Fear is information. Batman doesn't win because he never feels fear. He wins because he refuses to let fear make his decisions. And you need to learn the same thing. You're afraid of failing, so you don't start. You're afraid of rejection, so you never try. You're afraid of what people will think, so you hide the person you're capable of becoming. But fear becomes weaker every time you face it. You don't need to eliminate fear. You need to move while it's there. Take the first step, then another, and another. Every time you act despite fear, you prove to yourself that fear isn't in control. Your mind will always give you reasons to stay comfortable. But growth doesn't happen inside comfort. Batman walks toward the darkness because he knows running from fear only makes it stronger. So stop waiting until you're fearless. Move while you're afraid. Think while you're afraid. Grow while you're afraid. That's courage. That's discipline. That's the Batman mindset. You don't need everyone to believe in you. Batman didn't become Batman because everyone approved of him. He had a mission, and he stayed committed to it. That's what you need. A purpose stronger than people's opinions. Someone laughs at your goals. Keep going. Someone says you'll fail. Keep going. Someone doesn't understand your vision. Keep going. Because if you need everyone's approval before you move, you'll never move. People will judge you. People will misunderstand you. People will underestimate you. Let them. You don't have to win their approval. You have to win the battle inside yourself. Become so focused on your growth that opinions become background noise. You don't need applause. You need discipline. You don't need attention. You need progress. Stop asking, do they believe in me? Start asking, am I becoming the person I said I would become? That's the question that matters. Stay focused. Stay relentless. Be Batman. Life will hit you. You will fail. People will leave. Plans will collapse. And sometimes, you will feel like everything is going against you. But that's where the real test begins. Anyone can stay strong when life is easy. The question is, who are you when everything goes wrong? Batman gets knocked down, but he gets back up. That's the mindset. Failure isn't your identity. It's information. Rejection isn't the end. It's redirection. A bad day isn't a bad life. So stop treating temporary problems like permanent endings. You are allowed to struggle. You are allowed to make mistakes. You are allowed to have difficult days. But don't stay there. Learn. Adapt. Stand up. Move forward. Every challenge can teach you something. Every failure can make you smarter. Every difficult moment can build resilience. You don't need a life without problems. You need a mind that refuses to surrender to them. Become harder to break. Not by becoming cold, but by becoming resilient. Fall. Learn. Rise. Again. Be Batman. So what does it really mean to be like Batman? It doesn't mean wearing a mask. It doesn't mean becoming emotionless. It doesn't mean living in darkness. It means mastering yourself. Control your emotions. Control your reactions. Control your attention. Train when nobody's watching. Stay focused when nobody believes in you. Face fear instead of running from it. And when life knocks you down, get back up. You don't need to become someone else. You need to become the strongest version of yourself. The version that doesn't need constant validation. The version that doesn't react to every insult. The version that doesn't quit because something became difficult. The version that can feel fear and still move. Feel anger and still think. Feel pain and still continue. That's the real lesson. You don't become powerful by feeling nothing. You become powerful by refusing to let your feelings control your destiny. So build your mind. Build your discipline. Build your courage. Work in silence. Let your actions become your answer. Because the world doesn't need another person who talks about becoming stronger. It needs someone who actually does the work. No excuses. No endless explanations. No waiting for the perfect moment. Start now. Stay disciplined. Stay focused. And when the darkness comes, don't run from it. Walk through it. Be calm. Be relentless. Be prepared. Be Batman.